Hello and welcome back to the vlog. You've caught us doing many things at once. First of all, Mandy's cooking some lunch. Second thing, we're doing some laundry. And the third thing, while Mandy's been cooking lunch and doing the laundry, I've washed the van because it was looking pretty minging actually. So yeah. So we're at a BP garage in Bangor. It's actually down as a Texaco garage, so been changed over. A couple of places to wash your van and the outside laundry location as well. If you don't know, I did a map of all the outside laundry locations that I could possibly harvest from the internet all over Europe. So they're on our website. So if you go to johnandmandy.uk/vanlife, you'll find all sorts of van life related stuff there, outside laundry locations, you name it. I'm adding more as we go on, as everyone tells me as well. So yeah, for now, the van is looking nice and clean. Our laundry is almost done. As you could see, there was a queue there for laundry.
Definitely got here at the right time.
Yeah, so what we're waiting for now is for one of the machines to finish one cycle and then go and rob the other, the dryer, and then put all the other stuff in the dryer.
It's all precision manoeuvres to make sure nobody gets annoyed with you for hogging a washing machine too long.
Technical stuff, you see.
Absolutely. I've had a chat with them all though, they're all lovely.
Yeah.
Everyone knows who's going when.
Yeah.
Great.
There you go, you see. Have a chat with everyone, get some tips as well about where this lady there thought we could stay the night. Probably going to go to Anglesey, I think. And yeah, what a happy and peaceful way to spend your life. Just bumming around, washing your van in a pub, in a petrol station car park, getting your laundry done and having a bit of lunch. Living the life, guys, living the life. So we're at what's it called, the Dingle at the moment.
The Nanty
Pandy or the Dingle or something like that. Coming up a walk around, it's supposed to be a nice place. However, we're getting a bit stressed. It's not something we talk about an awful lot, but parking a motorhome in a normal parking bay isn't an issue until you get to small car parks. So let's have a wander around outside and see what you think. Now mainly the issue is because we know people who have been fined for not parking in the parking bay. So as you can see, if we paid for 2 tickets, we're in the white line that side and we're in the white line that side. Now the problem is, if people park there, can we get in and out? And parking there, we wouldn't get out of the hab door, but we'll possibly get out of the driver's door. So because we're not in the white lines of a single bay, would the issue is a fine? Because we know people that have been fined for that.
But we will be buying 2 parking tickets if we stay, because we wouldn't take up 2 spaces without paying for them. But we also know people that have paid for 2 parking spaces and have still got a fine. Yeah.
So, yeah, comments down below on that subject and we'll have a think about it. I'm slightly uncomfortable about it, and Mandy's attitude is if I am, then she is. But yeah, we thought I'd have a walk around. I guess you'll find out in a few seconds.
So, as luck would have it, or fate, or bad luck, whichever way you wanted to, yeah, I've just put £2 in that machine. It's £1.50 for 2 hours, and I've just put £2 in. Nothing was registering. I figured it might just be that the screen looked a bit duff. Didn't get anything out of it, so money returns, not giving me any coins back. And I figured it's pay by phone, so I can put a ticket on the van to pay by phone, but I wanted to get 2 tickets visible so I can put them in the van to show people that we have paid for 2 bays. But yeah, seems that that wasn't meant to be.
So we paid double hours on the parking. Amanda's just leaving a nice little note in the window now, just to ask people to be understanding that the machine swallowed our money and we paid double parking, so that'll do.
Hopefully that will do.
Ah dear. It's just a British thing. Does everyone else worry about this stuff, or is it just us? See what that does, eh? Fingers crossed we don't get any grief. But it's got a nice little walk hopefully now. Yay! Back at the van, no tickets, no nasty notes from people either. Winning.
Aye.
Oh, wrong button. It's a nice walk as well, that.
That was a beautiful walk.
Coop's all knackered out now. Where are we going now, mate? Should we go see some planes? So is it RAF?
RAF Valley.
RAF Valley then.
Onwards.
Oh. Mandy's interest is now peaked. We've got two taxis now ready to take off by the looks of it. I wonder if they're going to take off in tandem. And they're probably going to our favourite place, aren't they? Probably going down to the Mac Loop. Which, if you've never been in there, it's called Cad West or Cad East, depending on which side of the valley you sit on. And they actually fly through the valley at some points at this same eye level of view as you've walked up to the top of the hill. Other points slightly lower, and then if it's a big aircraft, maybe over the top as well. But yeah, if you've never been to the Mac Loop or Cad West or Cad East, definitely suggest going there. It's a fair trek. So my advice would be get there very early so you can get a parking space down the bottom, and take water. Yeah, it's a heck of a trek up there, but well worth it when you see the aircraft coming through. Today's Wednesday, and we were told that they only really fly through there Mondays and Tuesdays, but maybe they're flying through there Wednesdays as well these days. But yeah, definitely worth a trip up there. I guess one thing we've never really explained is why we like planes so much. So, a couple of things. We both used to live under the flight path of an airport, Manchester Airport. And my dad used to be in the RAF, and Mandy just loves everything to do with...
He's in my link to the airport, I just like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just anything really like that.
I used to go to all the air shows when I was a lot younger, to Woodford Air Show when they still did that there, and Barton, to see the first Harrier jet touch down at Barton, because there's normally no jet aircraft there at all.
No, because it's grass.
So yeah, all the things have been quite cool.
Yeah, so maybe for the last couple of weeks, maybe for the last month actually, we've been going around a lot of aircraft kind of related places, airfields, and coming to two RAF bases as well, sitting in the car park and watching them. A lot of people might think that's really boring, but to us it's a bit
it's what we like
opposite
to do.
of that.
Because we just do stuff when we're there, you know. We always sat drinking coffee and chilling out, and now I'm cooking chili.
Yeah.
And you know, just doing things, but doing things while surrounded by all the things that we love is perfect. I can't wait to get into the little shop here in a minute.
And they usually put on a really good show as well.
Yeah, especially when you're talking to the camera, or you're cooking, or you're having a wee, all those things. You stand at the door and it's like nothing.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a really good time to pass a bit of time during the day, watched some really cool stuff we find interesting. Somewhere to park up as well, so you don't have to worry about trying to park up during the day and stuff.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot of reasons why we love these sort of places.
Yep, absolutely. Love them, absolutely.
And we're playing nerds.
And we are playing nerds. But then again, when we went to Danby Beacon, we went up there and it was brilliant. And there were planes and we didn't plan it that way.
True.
So, awesome. Hello. So, John's having to do some last minute working, which is such a shame. Because otherwise, if he wasn't working, he'd be sitting outside amusement arcades while I go inside and spend some of his money. So it's pretty good going. But we're in Rill. Rill's definitely improved a bit since I came here last. Not even the fun fair at the end there anymore. It's now a big shopping centre with a B&M and an Iceland and things. So it's looking a bit shinier than the last time we came to Rill, which is always a good thing, I think. So instead of John waiting outside for me, I'm going to go in, spend some of his money on the slot machines, because you know I like that kind of stuff. He is such a love. So he's now waiting and working. He's a little behind off. We had a lovely little bit noisy but pub stop over last night, and it's a pub stop over that I'd found right on the beachfront as well, that I'd found on a Facebook group. So figured we'd give it a go. Turns out the pub's not best pleased about the amount of campers that are in the car park. There must have been 16 in the car park, which was a good half of the car park. Off to, what's that? The bright spot. All the bright lights and noises of Rill. I'm sure you didn't want to see any more of me having fun in an amusement arcade. I'm sorry about the wibbly footage. I've got a bag hanging off my arm. However, I'm on the way back to the van, see how John's doing. And I've got some fresh donuts for him, so I'll be in his good books for ages. I should be there all the time anyway, because, you know, I'm brilliant. So what can I do? So let's go see how he's doing. Very busy beaches here, and then I'm going to take Moopy out for a big walk. We've got to go right up the beach to find the dog friendly part and go for a nice walk out and take him for a bit of a run on the beach. Happy dog, happy days. Going in. Just a quick paddle today, I should think. Quick paddle. Come this way, come this way. Chasing after all the footballs, honestly. Can't trust you. So I think that's us. Everything that we've needed to do in Rill today is done. It seems that somebody switched the internet on slow in Wales in its entirety. For everywhere we've been, from mid Wales up to Anglesey to Rill. So come on, buddy. So I think we're going to go and see if we can find somewhere to park up with a little bit better internet, so John can get his work done without end up being very frustrated. And I think it was a winner for me to make some chilli yesterday, and I put some jacket potatoes in at the same time, so literally all I've got to do is warm that through and we've got a nice easy tea. Just being prepared for once makes me feel all housewifey and majestic like.
Oh. Well, that day didn't turn out like it would normally have done. No. To say that we're in a bit of an urban park up right now is probably an understatement. Let me just show you. Urban park up. And another part of an urban park up. Yeah, we're in a car park of a pub / hotel underneath a flight path. What, flight path?
That's flight. Easy for you to say.
So yeah, I had a bit of a work disaster this morning, which has meant I've had to come all the way over to Manchester to get that work disaster sorted. But thankfully it's sorted now. We're just in the middle of a blinking hotel kind of car park now.
Yep, just finished with the Teams meeting.
Yep. All
the
sorted
things.
there.
Yep.
All sorted.
All good stuff.
Yep.
All good stuff.
And then, yeah, we shall carry on our way tomorrow, hopefully when things are resolved.
Yes.
We can be a bit more countryficated rather than cityficated.
Yes.
Certificated.
Certificated.
Ah, you see?
Certificated.
Where's my certificate?
It's in the pub.
Ooh, pub.
Pub.
So, that wasn't the best night's sleep ever. I think the highlight of the night was a Transit. I decided to park right close to the back. I can't even speak.
Literally drove right up behind the van and then stayed there with the engine running.
Yeah, for like 20 minutes or something, till I popped my head out of the roof hatch and shot a torch in his face. And then he moved.
Half-naked man climbs out of camper van roof. In sleep-induced, or lack of sleep-induced ire.
Get out of it now. But yeah, obviously this is the issue that we've always talked about, is when you have to come somewhere, and especially a city where all the bays around you are all parking permits. Every bit of land somebody owns somewhere. So we've ended up on a little hotel car park right in the centre of Stockport, really, which we thank them for.
Yes, it was. The guy was lovely yesterday. And why we chose this, you might add, is that we know what rush hour traffic is like in Stockport, and staying any further away than we are from where we need to be today.
Yeah, it would have meant about an hour's drive rather than 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, and it is ridiculous. I mean, it was ridiculous, let's say.
Well, yeah,
so
2 or 3 years ago when we used to commute.
You've never commuted.
I did. I used to commute from the bedroom across the landing over to my office. That's a commute.
Traffic must have been ridiculous.
It was. There was some real weirdos there running around all sweaty and everything when they've been to the gym, and then there was a dog that used to get in the way now and again.
Yeah, terrible. I don't know how you cope with it all. I'm going to get to see my sister today. I've not seen her for ages, so really looking forward to that.
So work's all done for today. Quite happily sat in our little park up now, and thought we'd give our diesel heater a bit of a use before we set off on our trip. I do carry spares like glow plugs and all that kind of stuff. We thought we'd give it a bit of a try, and lo and behold, error 8, which Mandy's just done some research, and it is
low fuel. So we need to prime
fuel
it.
priming.
Yeah, a fuel issue.
So let's go and prime it, and fingers crossed it'll fire up. You get a little flashing triangle, and then after a while it just shuts off, fan stops working. So on ours, it's these two buttons here to prime it. And you can see the little prime symbol, the pump symbol starts to light up. And you can maybe hear the click, 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 click. I have obviously silenced the pump now, deadened the pump, so it's very, 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 very quiet. So I'm going to do that for a minute, and then we'll kick the diesel heater on again, and hopefully that'll bring it through. Like I said, we've not used it for possibly now 4 months. So yeah, chances are that it might have some air in the line, although the fuel's gone all the way back down to the front of the fuel tank. Yeah, ours is actually now piped into the main fuel tank, so it means that the fuel line is quite long. So it could well be that some of the fuel's gone back down there. So there we go, let's try that. Power it back up. So fingers crossed, in a couple of minutes that'll fire up and it'll all be good. Alright, there we go, back up and running. So I had to prime it a bit more, and also went underneath and just checked that everything was still alright underneath the van. Everything looks okay. Fuel lines and all that kind of stuff alright, the air intake's okay, the exhaust is alright as well. So now you get a nice hot air. So we'll leave that on for probably about 10-15 minutes, says Mandy. It's not even that cold.
I like warm.
Yeah.
I just like warm. So
you know what I can see in our future right now?
What?
That being open. Open the skylight.
I've only just
Some
closed
fresh
it because
air.
you made me cold.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all working. Leave it on a nice burnout for 10 or 15 minutes. And I think in future we'll probably give it a burnout every month, just to keep on top of it. But this is all a bit of a learning curve to us, seems that we've only had it in and working since about January time. And I think we only used it for about 3 months then as well. Just brought Coopy back to the park that we've walked round for 10 years. Where are we, Coopy? We're at the park, buddy. Come on then. Let's go see all the things that you used to do and all the places you used to pee. Oh, let's check that out. Come on, buddy. Come on this way. Come on then. It's a lovely park in the middle of Hyde, which is where we used to live. Mandy's off seeing friends today. So me and Coopy have got a bit of Coopy time. Obviously this is going to take a while because he really has got to sniff everything now. I wonder if he does remember. Bless him. Come on then, pal. Let's go. I think he's a bit miffed that he can't find any squirrels. None of them come out to say hello to him. Where are the squirrels, Cooper? Where are they? Go find the squirrels. Where are the squirrels, Coops? So these park-ups, industrial estates we spoke about before, and using the same sort of thing. This one's more of a business park, but yeah, it's weekend, so no one's around, so me and Coop can just hang out. No one really about, so Sunday afternoon, it's obviously a bank holiday, so yeah, pretty good really. Just hanging around on an industrial estate for now. Well, not now, we're not. We're off going soon if we can pick up Mandy. So from industrial estates to canal side park-ups.
Can't be bad, eh?
Yeah. It's a bit more peaceful than the industrial estate I was parked on today while I was waiting for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit more peaceful than the house with 2 kids in I was in today.
Cooper. Oi, Nobber.
No.
No. There we go. So yeah.
And then the
nice little spot.
flight path approach to Manchester Airport to make us feel at home.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm quite impressed with this spot. Definitely a keeper. Cooper and I had scouted out this park-up spot when we went down to the Anderton boat lift, which is part of the canal network around Cheshire. Wonderful place if you ever get a chance to go there. So much to do, and there's actually a visitor centre. We were a bit disappointed. Well, I say we because obviously Cooper really doesn't really care for canal boats, I don't think. But I was a bit disappointed anyway that there was no actual work being done, so it wasn't in operation. But yeah, basically the canal boats are passed up and down through these pulleys and weights and everything like that, so they go from one level of a canal to another level, and it saves on using all the locks and all the water that passes through and everything else. So it would have been fantastic to see it in action, but just have a look round and everything was quite cool as well. So if you're ever in the area of like Northwich in Cheshire, go and check out the Anderton boat lift.
I say a busy day today. Actually get a chance to sit down and do something. So yesterday was downloading all the movies we might need from Prime and Netflix, just in case we have a point where we've not got much signal, or we don't want to use any data we've got by streaming videos. And today I'm downloading books to my Kindle, just to make sure that I've got plenty to read, because that's my fallback plan for everything, is just to sit with a book. So yeah, should have enough coffee and a book to read. That's me sorted. Coffee. I like coffee. So, because I like coffee so much, see this magical thing with no wires in it, this will make me a coffee wherever I am. I mean, I know technically I've got the biggest coffee maker in the world and I'm sat in it, but yeah. So, that's where the coffee goes. So just plonk my pod in. Screw that round, pop that there, take off the top. It is a rather small reservoir, I must admit. I mean, the amount of coffee that I drink would normally mean that I have like...
It's definitely an espresso, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, all the pods I get are better flavours for the Nespresso, but I can always fill it up more than once, can't I? And decant. So now you've got your pod in there, and your water in there. All that's left to do is to turn it on 3 seconds. When it makes that beep, you just leave it. And apparently in about 10 minutes I'll have some coffee.
It has got a 12-volt adapter that we did have to plug in, just because it started to run out of battery. That's because it wasn't charged after the last time.
Such a naughty girl. Oh, so that's done, so I have to press... Oh, it should stop itself.
Yep.
So then...
Coffee. Hot coffee as well.
Of course, that is not enough. So that can go in there.
Oh, you're dripping.
I'm dripping. Ooh. So I'm going to put that back on. That's only 7 minutes. So, I mean, you can just be doing anything for that, can't you? You know, you can feed the dog or...
Go to the toilet.
Go to the toilet. So press that again. And then it's off.
Brew number 3. It's got a little bit more coffee. And that's probably giving you, what do you reckon, 2/3 of a cup? If that's been standing around now for 14 minutes, is it doable?
Oh, you know what? That is dead nice. That actually tastes better than it does out of an espresso machine.
Ooh.
If it had a bigger reservoir for the water,
yeah,
it'd be brilliant, because you would literally just do it, pour it on and crack on with whatever you're doing, and then it's just done when you're done.
So we've had a few days of running around different places again.
Got to see lots of friends and family, which has been lovely.
Saying hellos and goodbyes. Some people we've not seen for a couple of years, and then you say, oh yeah, we're coming to see you, and then we're going again for 9 months.
Yeah. However, we are going to make sure that when we get back in 9 months' time, or whenever, that we're going to spend lots of time and doing better catch-ups.
Yeah.
I think this has shown us that we needed more catch-ups, more time.
More time with people.
So we'll sort that for next time.
Take everything out of the van, work out exactly what we need, even though we only did this 3 weeks ago, but I think even in 3 weeks just needs a bit of fine tuning.
Yeah, we figured out that there's still things that I might have swapped out in haste that need swapping back again, because we've got to literally pack things for every season.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the most difficult thing to do, I think, is to make sure we've got something at least for every season. It might not be the best of everything, but...
And set up my dash a little bit better as well for all the little extra devices we're going to be having. Like...
Always with the gadgets, man.
Gadgets and stuff.
Yeah.
And generally just, sorting stuff out.
Yeah. I've just found another cupboard that I hadn't sorted out, and it's full of shorts and summer dresses that don't fit me. So, that's going to go.
And also we got back to Wheel of Fields last night, where we've had some posts sent to. And it's a bit like Christmas.
Oh, we're ever so sorry, Gabby and Johnny. We know you don't watch this, but we'll apologise anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, and
sorry
thank you.
So let's get to it.